Hey guys, King of Charmanders here, and today I bring to you a video on some huge updates from Monster Hunter Now, future plans, 1 hour respawn times, and light Bowgun and Lance buffs. So Monster Hunter Now released an update that contains a lot of cool stuff. It also includes future plans for the game, and there are also planned weapon rebalances. Alright, let's jump right into it, and we have some main features changed. So, for the Urgent Quest difficulty change, you can lower the difficulty of your Urgent Quest. So for this update, if you are at 9 or 10 star monsters, you can lower the Urgent Quest difficulty by 1 star more. So you can lower it by 2 instead of 1, which is really good. Here's an example. If you're at 9 stars, you can lower it by 2 stars to turn your Urgent Quest difficulty to 7 stars. Remember, the highest star monster you unlocked on the map won't change. So if you lower to 7 stars, you will still see 9 star monsters on the map. So just keep that in mind. If you can't kill all 9 star monsters when you go up to 9 stars, be aware even if you lower it to 2 stars, your map monsters aren't going to go down. So just be careful. And also, season tier points from successful hunts and hunt-a-thons increased to 20 points per hunt from 10 points per hunt. This is great for those who unlock 9 or 10 stars and just want to rapidly finish the story. So from 10 stars, you can go to 8 stars. From 9 stars, you can go to 7 stars. And even if you're not going to get Wyvern Gem Shards from 7 stars, at least you're going to be able to kill and finish your Urgent Quest faster so you can rack up those season tier points. Hunt-a-thon tier points should have been 20 to begin with. I honestly don't know why it wasn't 20, because when I still feel like they should rebalance it, honestly, because like if it's 5 stars or if it's like 6 stars, I get it, but when you kill an 8 star monster, in my opinion, it shouldn't just be 10 points. I feel like if you kill 8, 9 or 10 star monsters, it should be higher, or your season pass tier point should scale depending on the difficulty of the monster. Next, we have future plans. The 1 hour respawn timer will be permanent. However, the increased spawn rate from the 20th anniversary event will return to normal after March 24th, 11:59 p.m. Now here's the thing, the 1 hour respawn time being permanent is amazing. I think that should have been done from the beginning, and it definitely switches up the problem of where 3 hours is just way too much as far as a window. If you live in a rural area or live in a small area, you really have no chance. But with this 1 hour respawn time, this really lowers the radius at which you can hunt, and it makes it a lot easier to just backtrack instead of just going really far and coming right back. But the spawn rate should stay the same. It won't hurt the game to have more monsters on the field. The fundamental problem with Monster Hunter Now in general, in comparison to Pokemon Go, you have like 30 monsters that could spawn around you, or 30 Pokemon. So it gives you a lot to do. But the problem, you can catch those 30 Pokemon within like, quick catching it, like 2-3 minutes. But for Monster Hunter Now, you don't have 30 things popping out. And if you are overpowered and you can kill those monsters really quickly, you can kill 3 monsters in the span of 30 seconds, 30, 40, 50 seconds. So in a minute, you could take out 3 monsters. So honestly, keeping the spawn rate the same, boosted spawns should be the same. They should not change this. They should definitely reconsider, and hopefully they boost it again in the future permanently. And if you thought we were done now, we got some more future plans. There will be a confirmation screen for those who are upgrading and overgrading equipment to prevent accidental upgrades. They are also developing a feature to locate specific large monsters and hunt them after meeting certain requirements. In addition, they are testing a feature to make it easier to find groups for hunt-a-thons even in less populated areas. All of these are amazing plans. No, seriously, I'm really looking forward to that overgrading thing. I don't know why they made the upgrade button so big, because accidentally using Wyvern Gem Shards because you overgraded equipment hurts. That's what happened right after Van Braces and another piece of equipment. I needed those Wyvern Gem Shards to upgrade my Black Diablos bow, and instead they went to a piece of equipment which I didn't need at grade 8. So I think this has been a thing for a really long time, so I'm glad they're making a confirmation screen for that. And being able to locate specific large monsters is awesome, especially for quests, because for daily quests and for event quests, you need to hunt specific monsters. This will let us locate them, which makes it really cool. And just give us remote hunting. This will solve all the low population and hunt-a-thon problems. Let us hunt with our friends. Okay, so I know Niantic is probably one of the big reasons why we don't have remote hunting. Listen, as far as the going outside thing, I don't know if you realize it. You already have another game where you're forcing people to go outside. Just stay away from this game. In the main Monster Hunter series, we had something called Gathering Hubs. These would allow us to hunt with other hunters, and we even had something called SOS Flares, to where if we are having trouble with a hunt, we can call upon other hunters to help us out. Heck, I just literally did that for Nier Gigante when I was playing World not too long ago. So please, let us just remote hunt. You're probably going to lock it behind a paywall anyways, but I know you don't care so much about money as much as your location map data, but just give us what the game intended to for Monster Hunter. Having 4 people to hunt it is so much more fun than having to deal with a solo play over and over again if you don't live in overpopulated hunter areas like Hong Kong, China, or Japan. And last but not least, we have light bowgun and lance buffs. So for those of you that use these 2 weapon types and main them, rejoice. For the light bowgun, adjustments to each ammo type and adjustments to critical distances. As for the lance, you will have increased damage on successful counters and enhanced guard skill. In addition, other weapon types are also being assessed and discussed. So for those of you light bowgun mains crying for a buff, it is coming. I know a lot of you commented like, or there's one specific dude, he's like, I need a light bowgun buff. Light bowgun buff. Well, it's coming, and I agree, it definitely needs a buff. Lance also desperately needed a buff because it pretty much is the worst weapon in the game right now. Lance needs are going to hate me for this, but it's not like World or Rise or like the other games where you can just be super aggressive with it. Because Monster Hunter now prioritizes offense versus defense, there's not really any point of using the Lance. I think I've seen several videos too of the Kulu like grade 10 Lance failing to complete some 9-star monsters just because of its damage output. And I'm not sure what they're considering for the other weapon types. I suppose some of them you can buff, etc. But I think the last update kind of just balanced it out pretty well. But you can always make things better, so I'm just going to leave it at that. I hope you are all looking forward to the updates. Honestly, it's really crazy how often the developers communicate with us and actually listen to our feedback. We appreciate it as a player base. I give credit where credit is due, and in comparison to another game where a lot of their staff should be fired because they have made any adjustments and are really poor at communicating with their player base for years, in 6 months, Monster Hunter Now's development team, Capcom, mostly Capcom, and those Niantic that are working on Monster Hunter Now have proven that they are really great at what they do, and we really do appreciate it. Please continue the great work. Please continue to give us more and more content that we can binge, and give us remote hunting, please. With that being said, please do me a huge favor. Like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. Good luck on your grinds, and I will see y'all on the next video.